Right, so these talks are becoming increasingly hostile. Gentleman Barnier, who we saw there, he's the EU's chief negotiator. He said that Britain's refusal to honour long-term spending commitments made before the referendum was damaging trust. Please explain something to me. What is long-term about bye-bye, your history, we're moving on? Why does he think...
They can't manage without our money, Eamon. We are the second biggest contributor, 10 billion, 11 billion euros a year. They are panicking. This bloke is panicking, this former French foreign minister.
But Kevin, if it's tarry bye...
Exactly.
Why
should
is
we
there
pay?
Any long-term commitment?
They want us to pay for their Africa programme. Why should we?
We are divorcing after 44 years of living together.
We're walking out.
These are the countries, 27 of them now. Any couple who gets divorced will know they have a row. Sometimes you have to get lawyers involved and who splits things up and your future commitments. You might already have the builders booked to come round and do your basement or an extension on the back. So who's going to pay for that? That's what it's all about.
It's interesting because I suppose it depends on what kind of tone each person in that party wants to strike.
We never got married to them.
Well,
we never got married.
This is not the right
tone. But do you say, listen, I know we don't owe you.
We do not get married to them. We joined a club and we're leaving the club, and it's just like if I left my gym. When my year's membership's over, you walk away. No long-term plan. The EU want us to pay projects for Africa in years to come. What's it got to do with us if they want to give money to Africa, which will go down the drain, by the way?
Because we've
signed... Which will be wasted on despots and dodgy
We've signed
dictators.
up to plans and programmes. There will be a legal obligation.
Kevin.
And until...
But we're saying there isn't a legal obligation. Isn't that the point that David Davis is saying?
Exactly.
Prove to me somewhere, wherever it is, that legally we have to pay you even one penny after 2019, and there doesn't seem to be a legal argument for us to do it.
And you know what's happening? They're running rings round David Davis, the chief negotiator for Britain.
I think it's quite the reverse, Kevin. Seriously, isn't it quite the reverse? I mean, are you so sentimental that you're saying, oh, poor Europe? Yes, we're going to those bridges.
What you're saying.
Those bridges for wildlife. We promised those.
Ramona. Keep doing those. I'll tell you what matters is you've got to sort this out in about a year because companies need. There's 3 million jobs relying on exports. Unless you sort it out, we're in trouble. And we haven't even got over the first hurdle.
I hear what you're saying, but why isn't it equally sorting things out for Davis to say, I'm sorting this out, we're not doing it, thank you? Is that not sorting it out?
You know why?
Bye-bye.
Because
we're not paying the bills.
For all Theresa... Are you all right?
Well, yeah, I'm perfectly all right.
You haven't had your... You've not had your sedative, have you?
We are not paying bills that are not ours in 2019 and 2020. We're leaving. It's the EU's problem.
I'm going to have a word with a matron in your care home. Right, what happens? What happens is, unless you sort out the divorce bill, what happens in Northern Ireland and the argument over rights of citizens...
What I would like in Northern Ireland, you talk about borders, I'm not interested in building bridges for toads across the road. Really, do you think that's a good use of money?
Toads over the road.
Well, that's what they want. They want bridges for wildlife.
You know, that happens in Britain.
Bless them.
I live in a bit of London where roads closed every year for toads to migrate. It's all part of wildlife management.
You probably vote for that as well,
I actually think it's a good idea.
I can't understand. In all seriousness, that's fine.
Who cares about the toads? Who cares about toads? Him. I don't care.
If David Davis genuinely, and if we believe that we don't actually have to pay any of this money, why aren't we saying that? I don't understand.
I think he is saying it.
So
and that's why relations are breaking
down. Why are they
Soon, we're going to walk away complete from these negotiations, and they will come back grovelling to us because they're desperate for our money.
No, Kevin,
did your heart lift with the Prime Minister in Japan and the magnificent deal she seems to have struck, or claims to have struck with the Japanese trade?
In her head. Only in her head. I mean, she's gone to Japan. She might as well. It's a mini break for her, isn't it? And I'm glad she liked it. She's admitted she doesn't do karaoke, which goes down badly in Japan, the land of the karaoke where it came up. She's going to return home. Hopefully she's got a few little snaps of herself around. They weren't interested. They put up with her. They got the Emperor to come and see her because they thought, what do we do with her? What do we do? We're interested in North Korea. We know if she's going to copy EU trade deals, which is what she says now, she just wants to buy a photocopier. She doesn't need to travel around the world. Just get a little photocopier and follow what the EU's doing. She's been found out, hasn't she? And we know she's going to come back to them all saying, you're not going to go on forever.
They quite liked her. And she strutted her stuff on the international stage.
She said there's a formal commitment.
She said there's a formal commitment from the Japanese. Once we leave, they will do a deal with us.
They're doing it.
They'll do a deal with us.
Japanese are going to do a deal with the EU.
They'll do a deal with us.
And she's going to copy it.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to go to Japan. She just has to go to a little copying shop, 10p a sheet, and she can get it that way.
OK.